Hello, my name is Quaidhaven. This is my Fibonacci number generator built in Rust. This is the first time I've built anything in Rust. Let me show you how it works. I run it, I enter a number, let's say 40, and here we go. First, it gives me 40 Fibonacci numbers in order, and then I have it doing some slicing action here. I have it doing the first 5 terms and the last 5 terms. Just because I wanted to try some slicing, and then I have it giving me the primes in the sequence. So still functionalities. Fibonacci numbers have lots of uses mathematically and in computer science. So I was kind of interested, but as far as Rust itself, it's the first time I've gone through Rust. It has some interesting things syntactually, that I find related to other things. I find it similar to JavaScript personally, and it has some interesting things with mutable variables that can be changed later, or for making them be able to change later. The way it uses vectors or vec, I guess, for arrays for lists is interesting to me. Besides that, it runs very familiar. There's all the core components of most programming languages. There's while loops. It has functions. It's got all the good stuff. Um, Syntactically, with fn being for functions, and this little part's kind of interesting. This is setting the the data type, and yeah, Rust has been fun to work with, to play around. Most of it's pretty straightforward. There's a lot of good capabilities. Um, this is another syntactical thing that I find interesting, is just how it uses the curly brackets here as a substitute for um, the second parameter in these print statements. It gets input, whatever the number value is for this print is going to go right into um, this curly bracket. Let's see, slices were interesting to work on. Oh, this little thing means there's no data type here. It's void. This will take a little slice. And these little things. These and symbols, they represent taking things by reference. And then, let's see, I had it somewhere. I was using the star. The star is like dereferencing, which I'm not sure I fully understand, but it pulls the reference. Well, the reference just points to the data in question. So that's kind of interesting to me. And yeah, there's a bunch of little tiny things with Rust that I find fascinating on how it works. This little push function just puts a term um, at the end of the array, or the vector in this case. It seems a lot more like mathematically connected than other programming languages, and yeah, it's been fun to work with. Sorry, I've beginning of sickness. Some ways I want to go with this in the future. I want to pull this in the future. There's lots of, as I said, there's lots of things you can do with Fibonacci numbers mathematically. Um, what things I've been thinking about doing are using the Fibonacci numbers to generate ratios of consecutive terms and see how quickly they converge to the golden ratio, and then just plotting Fibonacci numbers, because there's a lot of relations to the Fibonacci sequence, or just numbers, to how life grows, like seashells and flowers. So really, really like broad topic, a lot of different directions it could go. There's even stuff related to like stock market stuff. So the Fibonacci sequence really interesting for a lot of different industries. So I'm excited. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.